a guy named OTF Jam.
That was wired.
Very ironic name.
Jam.
We have to assume that OTF Jam told the feds about every he did for Lil Durk.
On August 22nd, the Durk trial revealed the real reason Jam is snitching on Lil Durk. And the truth is far more unexpected than you might think. Jam never wanted to testify against Durk, but what his younger brother did to Jam left him with no other choice.
OTF Jam decorated hitman, Sammy the Bull. He went on a hit with him. I guess we gotta blame Jam because Jam supposedly let him have the afterwards, but he told him to get rid of. He didn't get rid of the. Got caught with the. And when he gets caught with the, he's crying like this before he gets to the station.
Where Jam committed a crime alongside his younger brother. The younger brother took the firearm involved and was instructed to dispose of it, but he never followed through. Instead, he went shopping at a nearby convenience store while carrying the firearm inside his jeans pocket.
What about that? Man had it with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
At that point, Ted was arrested and taken directly to the police station. Before he even walked inside, tears were streaming down his face as he told the officers, "I swear I'll tell y'all about the passings." He was hoping they wouldn't put him in jail, but by then, it was already far too late for him.
Smart. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Everything. I swear to God. I tell you, please.
Placed inside the waiting cell, Ted is seen breaking down in tears, desperate to expose gang members he knows committed hits and do anything possible to get himself released from jail.
Wait, hold on. You gotta relax for me, because I can't understand. Relax. What's the number? What you saying, man?
We're gonna see what we can do for you.
You finna see what we can do for you. You gotta relax.
Relax, man. Relax.
Give me I'm saying, what you talking about? Trying to get that.
With OTF Jam being his older brother, he knew about the crimes that had been told to him. But when news surfaced that someone with their family's last name was snitching in court paperwork, everyone assumed it was D. Ted also provided information that the firearm had been used in a crime with Jam, which led the feds to raid Jam's crib, and because he was on probation at the time, he was left with no choice but to snitch on Durk or spend the rest of his life in prison.
So this is what happens afterwards. The police raided Jam's crib. They got the probable cause from this crying dude. They figure out that was used on a drill that Jam was also on. They used that as PC to raid Jam's crib. Now, here's the thing. This dude gets up out of this situation. Because his brother is OTF Didi, no one is thinking that this body cam exists. They're not thinking he's crying and telling the cops, "I'll tell you about it." If anything, they're thinking he's holding it down. His brother is Didi. Okay? So what happens is when Jam gets raided, essentially, they're starting to think maybe Jam got some going on.
This was when something truly interesting happened. OTF Jam would finally react to all of this being exposed in court. He would begin comparing himself to Sammy the Bull on Instagram.
And he compared himself to Sammy the Bull. He basically said this is my address. I don't know if he really got released from jail, but he posted an address. He says, this is for anybody that feel like that I'm doing something that Sammy the Bull didn't do. Now, I got to tell you who Sammy the Bull is if you don't know who that is. Sammy the Bull, the hired muscle and for, I believe, John Gotti. He eventually turned into a cooperant, an underboss who brought down John Gotti. So he brought down John Gotti. He did a 20-year sentence, okay, and was released in prison. He's now living a free man, but it's whatever. We have to assume that OTF Jam told the feds about every he did for Lil Durk, hoping that after all this, he'll get his 20 years too.
That comparison becomes even more interesting when investigators went through the court trial files and uncovered everything Jam told police to protect himself. DJ Academics wrote today, prosecutors say Jam will allegedly testify that the $50,000 Durk gave him, the money he rapped about in the Back Again track, was, in his mind, a way to get Jam to do things for Durk. Jam will also allegedly testify that while they were filming a music video, Durk and other members took him into a bathroom and told him to chill on the crimes because it would bring the feds down on them. Traplore Ross says it sounded like prosecutors were indicating Jam would testify about other crimes, not even connected to Lil Pab. Jam will allegedly testify that he was recruited for the Lil Pab passing by Boone MO on behalf of Durk, with Durk giving Jam the money shown in court.
What's the name? Steady crying, huh? Steady crying. Feed him. Feed him. Look, bro.
See that? For my baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. It's too much. Crazy though. Motherfuckers up there doing all this. Sneak this and internet games and all this. Up some money. Do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do whatever it is I want to do, I can do it.
That's your leg bit. 12. That boy popped out 12 years.
This eventually sparked a reaction from Whack 100, who would finally confirm that Jam is snitching against Lil Durk, effectively destroying his life.
There's a guy named OTF Jam.
That was wired.
Very ironic name.
Jam.
Jam.
Did 12 years.
12
got
years.
Out, interviewed, said he kept it real, brought him cars, gave him 50,000.
Right.
This. Made mention that ain't no smut on his name. He ain't never been a rat. Caught a gun case, but eventually he flipped.
Jam presented evidence that sounded almost unbelievable. The report stated, the feds showed Durk targeting a Quando Rondo lookalike inside a music video and reveal a text saying Durk can't let King Von's passing slide in a new indictment. After the feds secured the never-before-seen music video and shared photos of it in court, where the only way to know it even existed was through someone who was on the set during filming, identified as Jam. That revelation left creators stunned and reacting across social media online.
Remo, this is my last no jumper. Durk already told me I wasn't supposed to come back up here with that last.
Now look what happened to him.
That man got kids. You talking about look what happened to him.
Definitely not happy about it.
I wouldn't be happy if you go to jail, Adam, because I know you got daughter. Break down.
There's multiple people who are no longer there for their kids as a result of that Durk allegedly called in.
Until they put that on black and white, sir. Stop throwing stuff on a black man who's trying to do something right for the community right now.
I've already put out a lot of information about this.
You don't have to put it out. You don't have to put it out. So this is a major platform.
You're not the boss of me. We talk about rap on here. I think it is well within our jurisdiction to talk about the fact
jurisdiction.
That
what type of police is
been alleged to have ordered them.
Free smirk though.
Free smirk. But also,
maybe police. It's a platform. There's some police.
Just sit down for a little and decide, hey, maybe I'm not anybody else.
We don't have no proof that we don't.
However, this is exactly where everything shifts, as 6ix9ine would expose what Lil Durk allegedly did wrong to his own guy. The only ones folding inside court are the FF members who couldn't secure good lawyers. Many years ago, Durk dissed Chief Keef for refusing to pay his goons' legal bills. Fast forward to 2026, Durk hasn't been doing that either.
But it is becoming increasingly worrisome. Increasingly. All of these guys are folded. And unfortunately, this was something I remember Durk was taking aim at Chief Keef when he was like, yo, you put their name in a song, you got them hot. And you ain't paid for a lawyer. Well, Durk, that might come back to bite you because it appears that maybe you were paying for their lawyers when you were free, but now that you're arrested with them, it doesn't seem like you are. Now is the time they need it because they're facing that. And yes, they might be caught to rights because they're the and they're caught on camera. But if they could escape life in prison and get 20 to 25, these guys are anyway. They'll walk that down, as they say. They'll walk the 25, 30 years down.
Once again, 6ix9ine is sparking a reaction, making the point that yes, he snitched in his Treeway case, but he did it to save himself. 6ix9ine understood that if he placed his life in the hands of his own friends, he would have easily lost in court. Meanwhile, Durk is about to lose this trial because he placed his life in the hands of friends who are now all trying to save themselves because they don't have lawyers.
When he didn't slide, they made fun of him. Now that he slid and is in jail, they making fun of him. So damn if you do, damn if you don't. But guess who's smarter than that? You think you're gonna trick me? I won. Look at me. Something I say, I won. I'm smarter than you, bro.
But 6ix9ine still wasn't finished. As he wrote, "Y'all want respect from 9 to 5S and the unemployed. I'd rather be free, alive, and well. Y'all want to convince me that I did wrong, but I'm smarter than y'all. One man is gone, and another one is fighting for his life inside a courtroom while Lil Tim is alive, rapping about it. I won. And y'all would rather be a real guy to complete strangers with life in prison than have your freedom and be hated by 9 to 5.
Yo, I don't know who need to hear this, but y'all been trying to convince me for the past 5 to 6 years that I did bad, I did something wrong. You know I'm alive, right? It's 2026. I'm free. I'm alive. I get to hug my mom. Right now, I'm not in no cell waiting till a CO tell me pull my pants down, cough, shut up, lock in, turn the lights up. Bro, y'all niggas over here trying to improve 9 to 5ers, bro. You know that, right? These 9 to 5ers, half of these unemployed or half of these working 9 to 5. They gotta wait. It's over, bro. Like, one nigga about to do life in prison and the other nigga is now you crashed out. Listen to me. I don't go with you. Yeah, bro, you do what bro.
But in a way, this shows just how serious Durk was after King Von passed, because 6ix9ine was baiting Durk into sliding for Von, which he ultimately did, and now he's facing the charges over it. But what's even more interesting is academics speaking out, saying everyone owes Lil Durk an apology after it came out that Durk had to pressure O-Block to slide for Von, while still hunting Quando Rondo even after his cousin passed.
Durk stated that O-Block hopped in some New York City and they playing with Von name now. They said, we staying out of other wars. Don't hop in ours. All right, you ain't gonna lie. Everybody needs to write an apology to Durk. Durk was standing on business. O-Block was no block. Durk is stating that the O-Block ain't sliding, and he's mad. He said they're on some New York City. Why you say New York City? Like New York City. Evidence showing that defendants continued to Quando Rondo after the is material. So they said even after they Quando's cousin, they still.
As prosecutors uncovered evidence from Durk's phone suggesting he pressured the rest of his team to seek revenge for King Von. Durk had more motivation than anyone else to commit the crime, despite having the most at stake. And this happened right when 6ix9ine went viral for publicly calling out Durk for not sliding yet.
It was already supposed to happen.
I don't know what kind of it is.
No. Yo. They know the exact nigga put a 10 in King Von and he there by himself. Why nobody slid for that? Yo, y'all want this?
I'm gonna be real with you.
No.
Hold on.
I discovered. Say, yo, Durk, don't slide for your man.
I discovered King Von.
No.
When
I don't want
King
to talk
Von
about
died.
King Von.
So
Why
I don't
is
know.
Durk not sliding?
Investigators believe Durk wanted to slide as quickly as possible, all because everyone was calling him out to slide for Von, and it affected Durk deeply. With that saying going viral across social media, it became much harder to get the job done because everybody was watching Durk and his team, making the risk of getting caught for the crime even higher. This is likely what made Durk's members hesitant to slide for King Von, because they knew the attention was becoming overwhelming. With Durk forcing their hand, it's likely why they're all telling on him now.
Friends, like ain't nothing in the water. Your friends just told on you. And Durk gotta be the stupidest in the world. You know why he gotta be the stupidest in the world? Because he knew his friends wasn't because he even said, if the feds is on me, I delete my iCloud, some.
It's no point to get a lawyer if the homie told.
But despite the public already knowing what Durk supposedly had to do next for revenge, Durk still rapped about it in songs afterward, essentially saying people kept demanding he slide for Von, that he knew they were trolling him, and that he had already gotten it back, which connects to a Durk interview where he discusses the slide for Von comments disappearing. Keep in mind, this interview took place after Lil Pab was taken out.
What are you talking about? By the slide for Von comments. I don't know if people still say it. They used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They be like, they be saying slide for Von. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, that song is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
For some reason, I just don't see the comments no more.
Some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water.
So, when you put everything together, after they took out Lil Pab, Durk noticed the comments suddenly stopped, and he admitted he had done something to make that happen. Of course, he kept things deliberately mysterious, but the implication seemed obvious. Another Durk song also appeared to outline his revenge plans, saying, "Don't answer anything involving Van." I'm like, forget it, you're tripping. Grab your stick. They're posting locations. I'm handling it. Forget tweeting. We're sliding. The feds are coming. And that is exactly what happened, leaving Quando Rondo crying in the street after realizing Lil Pab was gone and would never return. The timing made those words more disturbing because everything he described appeared to follow that path.
Now the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles and cameras captured the aftermath.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
But it was all for nothing for Lil Durk, because he is now watching everything fall apart. He had a massive music career, family, and loyalty from countless people. Now, however, he is locked inside a solitary jail cell, waiting for his trial. And the trial may not be going well either, after a lawyer discussed how 2 names were removed from the indictment tied to the crime, raising serious questions about whether both people gave information on Durk to get removed from case.
The new indictment takes 2 defendants out. OTF Vonnie, Kayvon Grant, and another guy, one of the shooters. So Vonnie, they said, was the guy who bought all the and arranged all the travel, and he was the orchestrator of this. Then they got this other guy, Keith Jones. He's one of the shooters. Well, both of those guys are off the indictment, suggesting that they have cooperated, taken pleas, but the new racketeering indictment, bringing in stuff from 2019, 2020, 2021, that suggests that those cooperators' testimony was not going to be enough to Lil Durk.
What's shocking is Vonnie snitched, and even his own father publicly called out Vonnie for snitching.
Was it you that said that? With the whole narrative about Vonnie snitching with the text messages? Like, that's...
Yeah. No, that's just saying what he can talk out to, and this.
I ain't gonna lie, I said that in my video. I'm intrigued to know what the Von name was for.
You gonna tell me just like you orchestrated Lil Pab, you orchestrated it.
This would explode across social media because Durk's day ones have already turned on him and are essentially helping hand him a life sentence. Despite being the ones who actually committed the crime against Lil Pab, the feds are targeting Durk because he's the team's main figure and has an enormous public following. So, it would make a stronger example. Even Charleston White spoke about how only Durk is wealthy enough to put up $1 million bounty.
So ain't nobody laughing at Durk. Now it ain't funny. Now your favorite rapper go to jail and look like he got a no bond like me. That boy got a federal no bond. You know you had put that hit out on that boy, so you've been trying to avoid karma. They say karma is real. I say it ain't real. I say you reap what you sow. They say that's karma.
Because the feds discovered the one picture that heavily implicates Durk. They found a selfie of him from 2022, just months before Lil Pab was taken out, showing $1 million sitting on the bathroom counter. While their report says prosecutors allege Durk placed $1 million bounty on Quando Rondo in 2022. The discovery shows Durk used trusted lieutenants to recruit hitmen to fly to Southern California on August 18, 2022 to target Quando Rondo. Consistent with Durk's promise to reward co-conspirators, Wilson allegedly solicited hitmen by promising $1 million reward on behalf of Durk in exchange for flying to Los Angeles to commit the crime. But it gets even worse because Vonnie snitched out Durk's old iPhone that police had confiscated from him years earlier. It contained a lot of incriminating evidence right there, as reports said feds confiscated a phone belonging to Durk that shows Durk discussing Lil Tim's release on bond and obtaining the address of his house arrest. Durk also had screenshots of a poster advertising Quando Rondo's concert in 2021 and a social media post from May 3rd, 2023 documenting that Quando was targeted in Georgia.
There's a phone. That phone was seized by the government like 6 years ago when Durk was the victim of a home invasion. Somebody broke into his house. This man called the cops. Hey, I don't want to people. Y'all need to come get him. And then they seized his phones to see if there was something in there about maybe people him. Anyway, the Georgia State Police had that phone for like 6 years. And then last month, The feds went and said, hey, we want a warrant for that. We're going to search it for evidence of criminal activity. The defense is going nuts, talking about that's latest. What the heck you mean you guys are searching and getting warrants for the phone in a month before the trial? And then that's just wild.
With this evidence only recently being uncovered, it makes things much harder for Durk's team to properly prepare his defense ahead of trial. The prosecutors know this, and they intentionally made it more difficult for his lawyers to search through the evidence, according to reports. The feds in the Durk case appear to be stuffing the evidence files with so much material that the court could struggle to get through everything before the trial date, potentially causing important details to be forgotten or overlooked.
The government dropped their evidence exhibit list. So they said, hey, here's all the stuff we're going to use. And the defense is like, wait a second. Don't you remember when the judge was laughing in court talking about, hey, are you guys trying to bring these new charges because you're going to lose the original charges? Well, all this evidence that you're trying to bring in is all about those old charges. It's all about some type of big criminal enterprise, text messages about people selling and music videos and lyrics and pictures about people with and engaging in to maintain their street cred and the reputation. None of that has nothing to do with this.
But with federal agents having informants within Durk's circle, they now possess the evidence and motives explaining why Durk allegedly wanted this carried out. It goes without saying that Durk's biggest motivation for the crime was revenge after King Von was killed. And prosecutors made that point even clearer because they've requested permission to show footage of King Von's death during the trial.
Testimony and video surveillance surrounding the death of King Von, and the motion to exclude this evidence was denied, meaning the judge is going to allow witnesses to testify about and allow the video of King Von to be played at the trial. And this is important because prosecutors wanted to use this evidence to argue that King Von's is the reason or motive as to why Durk offered this bounty on Quando Rondo. And so with this ruling, the jury will get to see and hear about all of that.
To make matters even worse, their rivals both in the streets and in music were openly talking about how happy they were after Van officially passed away.
How did you feel?
So I'm kind of happy.
You were happy?
Can I say I was kind of happy? No, seriously, I was though. It was up. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, he did. But I was happy as when I found out Von was dead. I cooked for the whole day. For all the people
Like my real like first action.
Yeah.
Thought. I was happy.
You're happy.
I was happy.
Durk hated whenever people talked about his best friend's death, but in a subtle attempt to troll Durk, Quando Rondo and Tim gave interviews after Durk was arrested. Tim said he wished that night had ended differently, yet he's literally the one person who helped make it end exactly the way that it did.
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, yeah, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying shit like that, because I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like, at the end of the day, if they ain't never popped that shit off, that would have never happened like that.
But Quando Rondo also shared his thoughts on interview 2115-2144.
First person you gonna go to screaming is, God, why? And all this and all that. I ain't got, like, you see I'm setting my piece right now. I ain't got no beef with nobody.
They said that you were the intended target in that situation.
Man, bro, man. Cause I'm about to keep it real with you, man. All you heard was cap. Nobody know what the really going on, bro. But I really got nothing to do with me, bro.